magical friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would review a small collection that I have of Harry Potter books. I'm of course talking about the Ravenclaw House Edition Harry Potter 20th anniversary books. So if you are intrigued to see a little bit more in detail about these books and hear my review on them, then do carry on watching. Don't forget, if you are new and you haven't done already, then please hit the subscribe button to become part of my little magical community, and turn the notification bells on as well to be notified every time I upload a video. And you can always go and check me out on my social media. A big shout out as well to my patrons. You guys are amazing. If you are interested in joining us on Patreon, the link is in the description down below. You can go and check it out. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be kind of reviewing the Harry Potter books, the 20th anniversary books, and these obviously are the Ravenclaw edition books, obviously because I'm a Ravenclaw. But these books, I'm not even kidding you, are absolutely stunning. They are not just Harry Potter books with new covers or anything. They've got a lot of in-depth stuff going on inside of them, as well as on the covers, and of course the insides as well. Now with the Ravenclaw editions, they are black and blue. So obviously with the Philosopher's Stone, you have a black cover with sort of blue details, and the spines are all bronze and blue. And then with the Chamber of Secrets, you got a blue book with black details. The spines do remain the same, so obviously if you're having them that way in your bookshelf, they look like that. Or if you have them this way around in your bookshelf, they are black, blue, black, blue, black, blue. If you are a Gryffindor, then they obviously are red and black. Hufflepuffs are yellow and black, and Slytherins are green and black. So obviously you can get all four different houses in all the books. Some people I know have gotten sort of a couple of the different ones in all the different houses. Some people like myself have stuck to just their own house. Obviously, I wanted to get all the Ravenclaw ones because I'm a very, very proud Ravenclaw, and I wanted to sort of celebrate that with the Harry Potter House Edition books. I thought these were really, really gorgeous. But if I go ahead and show you the Ravenclaw edition, now on the front cover of this, we have an eagle right in the middle, an owl one side, and a raven on the other. It also says wit, learning, and wisdom on the bottom here. We've got a book, obviously a banner saying Ravenclaw. On the spine, it's an eagle again. And on the back, I do believe we have Helena Ravenclaw. I think that's the Grey Lady. It does actually say, sorry, it does say the Grey Lady on the back here. So obviously we've got that as well. Now, inside these books, it does give you a little bit of information about Ravenclaw House, any Ravenclaw characters, or things that have gone on within the Harry Potter universe. So the first couple of chapters on here, we have Ravenclaw, an introduction. Then we have Making Ravenclaws Proud, House Founder Rowena Ravenclaw, House Relic, House Livery, House Ghost, and Map of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And then, of course, it gets into the actual chapters of the Philosopher's Stone. So the first pages we have here are these ones right here. So it's obviously an introduction to Ravenclaw. We've got Rowena Ravenclaw herself right here. And then we have a bunch of different information about Ravenclaws and what kind of house that we are. If you go further in, we have a Making Ravenclaws Proud, and there's a little sort of tidbit on Professor Trelawney. I won't obviously read the whole thing for you because you guys can buy the books, so you may have them already and you know what's inside them. But I'm just kind of giving you my little rundown of it. Obviously then we have the House Founder, who is Rowena Ravenclaw, and obviously it has a little bit of information about her as well. Then we have the House Relic, which is, of course is the Ravenclaw Lost Diadem. And then it comes to the House Livery, which says the Ravenclaw heraldic beast is a proud eagle, not a raven, okay? We know that it's called Ravenclaw. We know it makes sense that it could be a raven is the house animal, but it's not. It's an eagle. Get over it. That sounded really mean. Don't get over it. It's an eagle, okay? It's an eagle. And the house colours are bronze and blue. Again, not blue and silver. I don't know why we are the only house that not only our house animal was flipped from the books to the movie, but our house colours as well. Why all of a sudden did we become silver? I don't like silver, okay? I want to be bronze, just like the books say. Anyway, the eagle, like a true Ravenclaw, soars to heights others cannot reach. So that is why the house animal is an eagle, okay? Like I said, I know it makes sense for it to be a raven-ish, but it's an eagle because we can soar to heights that others may not be able to. I never really liked the fact that people sort of put Ravenclaws on this like massive high pedestal because of everyone's intelligence and obviously everything that kind of goes along with connotations of being a Ravenclaw. Now, personally, in my opinion, every house is just as intelligent as others. You're going to have some people that are really, really intelligent that are in other houses, and you're going to have people that are unintelligent that are in Ravenclaw. So just because you're in Ravenclaw doesn't mean you are the most intelligent of everybody else. Just means that's possibly one of your traits. So anyway, I digress. Let's get back into the book. Then it goes on about the house ghost, who obviously, of course, is the Grey Lady, which, of course, is Helena Ravenclaw. And then on the next page here, we have this beautiful drawn sort of map of Hogwarts grounds. So obviously, we've got Hogwarts in the middle here. We've got the Black Lake surrounding it. We've got Hogsmeade Station. We've got where the Whomping Willow is, the Forbidden Forest, Hagrid's cabin, the Quidditch Stadium, the Broom Shed, Hogsmeade itself, which I actually thought was closer to Hogsmeade Station. But according to this, it's not. It's on the other side. I don't know, but it's a very, very beautiful map. It's actually really, really detailed. The more you sort of look at it, the more things you're spotting. So I can see here there's like a witch on a broomstick, there's a mermaid in the ocean, there's the giant squid. We've even got what kind of looks like it could be like a Loch Ness monster kind of thing going on here. Just super, super detailed. I think we've even got a little Hagrid standing outside of his cabin. So that's really, really sweet as well. So this is really, really gorgeous. I love this detail. The next page then, of course, is actually starting the Philosopher's Stone. So, of course, that's chapter 1, The Boy Who Lived, and obviously continues throughout the book to be the Philosopher's Stone story. And then when you get to the back, we have a page called The Sorting, and there's a bit of a quiz in the back as well. So that's quite sweet. Kind of like test your knowledge after you just read the book. And then we have another image here, which is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. It's got the big eagle door knocker, which obviously asks you a riddle anytime that you want to enter into the common room. I just know that I would be stranded outside my dormitory numerous times a week. Like, definitely. I am not the best at riddles. Some riddles I'm really, really quick to. I'm like, oh, I know that one. But I'm definitely not that great at riddles. I'm probably going to be one of those like students that sort of has to sit outside their common room and just kind of wait for the next person to come along and let me in. Because, yeah, I'm just not great at riddles. Then it has a little bit about the common room, a little bit about memorable Ravenclaw students. Obviously, it starts with Luna, famous Ravenclaw alumni. It's got a chapter on the head of Ravenclaw house, which of course is Professor Flitwick, although he looks very different here to how he is sort of presented in the films, but not necessarily a bad thing. It's all for interpretation at the end of the day. And then it also says something about the House Cup. And we have that Ravenclaw shield on the back again. And then we have something on J.K. Rowling right at the very back. So like I said, these books aren't just the stories all over again. There is so much more that goes into these books. Obviously, all the extra information about the Ravenclaw house itself, all the information about all the other students and some of the alumni that we've had. I think this is such a cool addition to these books. If I quickly go over the Chamber of Secrets with you guys, now it doesn't have as much in the Chamber of Secrets book or any of the next couple of books as they do the Philosopher's Stone book, because it's kind of like more in-depth information. With these ones, it's kind of just adding on a little bit of information extra to what the Philosopher's Stone has already done. So with this one, we have snakes on the front of the book cover, we've got an owl, we've got a scroll, we've got an eagle right on the front here as well as the lovely moaning Myrtle with her very, very sad expression. We've even got like a little Cornish pixie just above her head and one just below the eagle on here as well. Oh, there's actually one right at the bottom as well. There's a few little Cornish pixies all over this thing actually. As I'm looking at it, you can see more and more Cornish pixies popping up. So that's a really, really sweet little addition. On the back again, we have Wit, Learning and Wisdom and the same front cover as the Philosopher's Stone. Now inside this one, again, we have the portrait of Rowena Ravenclaw, and then we have Ravenclaw an introduction, so it kind of goes on a little bit more about Ravenclaw than what the Philosopher's Stone has mentioned. And I think this one looks a little bit more at Lockhart and, of course, Moaning Myrtle as well, because this book obviously kind of introduces those two characters and the fact that they're both Ravenclaws. So obviously there's a little bit more mention of those two in this portion of the book. Then we have that beautiful map design again right at the front, and then I believe the story starts, yes, obviously then it starts with the Chamber of Secrets book. And then right at the back, we have a little bit of information about the House Elves of Hogwarts and their sort of roles within the kitchens. And then we have the Alumni of Hogwarts quiz, so there's another quiz at the back here as well. Then we have this beautiful, and I mean it's absolutely glorious, image of the Ravenclaw common room and how it's all laid out. Now I think this common room is absolutely stunning, and it's a real big shame that we didn't see this in the films, because I think it would have been an absolutely stunning set to work on. Obviously it really wasn't integral to the actual plot of the movies. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the inside of Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff's common rooms, which is a real big shame, because I think it would have been absolutely amazing to have seen those two common rooms. But yeah, I just love the aesthetic of the Ravenclaw common room. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Then we have a Ravenclaw house, symbols and inspirations. And that is pretty much all that is in the Chamber of Secrets. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go through each individual book for two reasons. One, you probably wouldn't be all that interested in watching a video that's going to go through each individual page of a book. And also, you might want to buy these books yourself and have a really good deep dive into them without me kind of spoiling it for you. So I'm not going to look at the books anymore. I'm not going to show you any more of the pages from the books, but I am going to say this, that these books are beautiful. They look absolutely stunning on your shelves if you're having them displayed. They are really, really in-depth, beautiful books. They have a lot of information about Ravenclaw, or obviously the other houses that you are interested in as well. It could be information as well that maybe you're not familiar with. There's definitely a couple of things that I've read in these books that I thought, oh, actually, you know what? I didn't know that about Ravenclaw House, or about Rowena, or about one of the characters that are in the books that we don't get to see more in depth. So there's a little bit more information about certain characters, certain events, certain alumni, all those little bits and bobs as well, like I said, that you don't normally get from the other books themselves. And I think all the covers are absolutely stunning. They all have different covers. They all have different sort of elements from Ravenclaw and from the actual story within each book. And I just think they are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous books. Now, of course, I've got the hardback books, but you also get the softback covers as well. The price for these books, they have varied. I couldn't say exactly like they're all £15 each, because they weren't, and I didn't pay the same price for each individual book. I paid different prices for each book as they were coming out. I was trying to get them as quickly as I possibly could as pre-orders. Every time they were bringing them out, I was like, right, pre-order it, get that, buy it. And I was noticing the prices were kind of chopping and changing as the kind of weeks went by as well. So some days it would be a little bit more expensive, other days it would be a bit cheaper. So it was kind of luck of the draw for me of how much I was actually going to pay for these books. I did buy one at one point, and then the price dramatically dropped a couple days later. Was a bit miffed by that, but never mind. It's one of those things. I was just happy I got the book in general, to be honest. So I didn't really mind paying that little extra price. It wasn't a bad price either, so it kind of evened itself out. But yeah, for any hardcore Harry Potter fans that has a real passion and pride in your individual houses, to get the books in your individual house colours and with all the information extra that you get, these books are 100% worth the money that you pay. And again, they look absolutely stunning on your shelves, and they give you all that little extra information as well that you will just love to read about. Thank you so much again for watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, then please do give it a magical thumbs up for me so that I know. Don't forget as well, if you haven't done already, to please hit the subscribe button to become part of my little magical community, and turn the notification bells on as well to be notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye, you guys.